Welcome to an all-new episode of Flag to Flag Media Live. Flag to Flag Media Live is your go-to source for racing content at all levels. Host Matt Lamar, along with co-hosts JT Huffman, Zach Stalker, Peyton Walker, and Owen Bowers, keep you up to date, flag to flag, on all the latest racing news and promote upcoming events at local, regional, and national levels. We hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching. All right, we're live with episode 78. Sorry for the delay. There was an issue on the software.
Too much
Not
traffic.
on our end. Too much traffic. Come back in 30 to 60 seconds. I don't know what that means, but I don't know if. Do you think it's traffic people trying to get in, like they do at the races, trying to get in the lobby to watch this Flag to Flag Media Live? You think that's what it was?
I doubt it.
Your driveway was packed.
It was.
Yeah, I had to park in the hayfield.
It's all Addie's friends. I don't know what they're doing.
Addie doesn't have any friends.
Very, very, very few. All right, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the results of Brownstown Saturday night. We're going to talk about the Northern All-Stars doubleheader coming up this weekend.
Slow down a little bit, G.
I'm excited. I'm ready to talk some racing.
We got an hour, bro.
I'm ready to talk some racing.
Yeah.
We got, what else we got? We got Paragon tomorrow night.
Yeah.
A Friday night, running crates. Modifieds. Not sure what else.
I think they're running super
Stocks. And then Bombers.
No super stocks tomorrow, Zach said.
Maybe it's Bombers and Hornets.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Putnamville's running Saturday. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Weather, obviously, this is all weather permitting, and we know how the weather's been acting the last couple of weeks.
There's been new wraps released. There's been new deals in the works for the big track. There's been big stuff going on.
Thunder Valley's got a safety team lined up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What kind of?
Ryan made a post about it today.
$1.
I'm behind, I guess.
But I'm telling you,
that usually pops up right on my stuff.
Coming on a roller's paycheck.
Well, it ain't gonna be very much.
Yeah, roll. I can tell you that right now. Looking it up here.
And we have new rugs.
And we got new rugs in the studio too.
Impact safety team or something like that.
Yeah, Impact safety team.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them rugs at?
Midnight Sports Gear.
Grant's not that high either.
No, I'll post a picture of them tonight on the Facebook page. That way, if you're interested in getting some rug mades, they're awesome rugs. We was kind of skeptical when we ordered them because we've not done any rugs, or Grant hadn't done any rugs. But whenever we ordered them, he got them in.
It's very legible. I mean, it's not blurry at all.
Don't worry, the packing is very well done.
Yeah.
I didn't think we was ever going to get in it. It was on lockdown. If you are interested, Grant did buy some for his trailer for the racetrack. So if you're at the racetrack and you want to see what the rugs look like, go to Grant Simpson's trailer and
he'll invite you in.
He'll invite you in. He might even bring you some cookies from
Subway.
Subway.
Those will all be gone.
Fresh.
Did you already eat one?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat another one before it's over with.
No, eat the other one. No, you can have. I don't want one. Anyway, what's going on, Braxton? Debbie, what's going on, Chad? Saturday night at Brownstown. Unfortunately, I have not been in the races in the last couple of weeks due to family obligations.
I'm glad you admitted it.
Yeah, I've not been there.
You came clean.
I've come clean. I was not at the racetrack the last couple of weeks. Had some family obligations going on. But I thought overall, I did watch it on Dirt to Media, and I thought the racing was pretty good Saturday night. Peyton, you might be able to contest. JT, you guys are both there. Well, the track did look a little bit smoother. I know it still had some holes in places, but
it was a 50-50 night for me. 50% of it was awesome, and I had a great time, and 50% of it sucked, and I had the worst time ever.
Yeah.
So
up and down.
It was not a fun night.
You didn't have a very good night at all. So for anybody wanting to know, Peyton had a motor expire on him during the heat race.
Yep.
The Walker team, from my understanding, is currently rebuilding as fast as possible to get back on the track. Correct?
Yep. I'd say we'll be back by the end of June. That's the goal, I would say.
Gotcha. which ain't too bad. Which
No,
it
I mean,
could be worse.
we've got a few things in the works right now. Been talking to quite a few people about motors, and I think we got something figured out for now, and we'll go from there and see what happens. Try to make the Thunder Valley opener whenever that is.
Yep, good deal. I'm glad to hear that. Zach,
You've got to slow down. You're talking. Wait, is he not talking way faster than normal?
I'm excited, boys. Let's talk about some racing.
Yeah.
What about Zach finishing 4th or 6th? He was up to 4th.
He was up to 4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even on the show tonight to even talk about
the
it.
first. So he'd have probably won. Zach Eric Payton contest because I gave him the setup.
Yeah.
I said don't touch it, and he called the guy from Rocket. Like, what does he know?
Right.
The guy from Rocket that works on him every day.
Right.
He said, twist these 2 bars. I said, don't touch it. And he twisted the 2 bars or we had a first place car, to be honest with you.
And Zach touched it.
Made it a little tight.
Yeah.
But he did really well.
Yeah.
I think maybe
he passed Tyler Kane twice.
I think having a bar stick to the bird cage you're into or whatever it was didn't help him out either.
It wouldn't have done that if he would have listened to me.
That's true. Good point.
But what is Club 92 race cars now?
Right.
Make
sure everybody that's watching this says we got 20 viewers, 24 viewers. Make sure you share this out so we can get as big as lobby tonight as we can.
You sound like Boomhauer. You gotta breathe in between those sentences.
It's like Donnie Thornberry.
Our views have been down, and we gotta get them back up. This is way too good of a show to be running low numbers, right?
Yeah, but they gotta be able to hear what you're saying. They're not gonna watch.
Did you share it out?
I thought having Grant on tonight might boost it a little bit, but
I just shared it, so
that's killing it.
We're up to 24.
I can see why Zach sits here. This makes you look really good right here.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's
You think it's the light hitting you or
I
something?
think so.
Yeah.
I look like dog crap.
Smell like dog crap too.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day.
Super late models. Devin Gilpin picked up the win. Tyler Collins was second. Adam Stricker was third. That was a heck of a race too, by the way, from my vantage point.
Yeah.
Should have seen the heat race. It was good.
Yeah. Adam got him on the last lap.
Yeah. But Devin got him back in the feature. Same move.
Yep.
Yeah. Devin, we kind of talked about that in the hot pit yesterday.
It was they were 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah.
With like 3 to go or something.
Yeah. Shelby Miles was 4th and David Webb was 5th. In the crates, Stapleton picked up the win. Grimmer was 2nd. Steve Heaton 3rd. Jug Wethington was 4th and Marty O'Neill was 5th.
Zach was 6th.
Zach Stalker was 6th. Honorable mention. Pure Stocks, Brent McMillan picked up the win. Shout out to Preston Carr for getting 2nd place. Pretty good run for him.
Brent looks really good. Really good. He's straight away to him.
When he's got that 20 car dialed in, it's hard to beat.
Have you ever met him? He's one of the nicest guys at the racetrack.
Yep.
He is a really good guy.
Josh Turner was 3rd. AJ Wilson was 4th. And Ross Smith was 5th. In the Hornet division, we got Connor Garrison picking up the win. Nathan Jones was 2nd. Jeremy Shimwell was 4th. Jeremy Shimwell was 3rd. Shannon Walp was 4th. And Preston Wrighthouse was 5th. That's a good run for Preston, too, by the way. I think that's his highest finish so far. In the Crown Vics, Dustin Cross won. Eric Lewis was 2nd. Matt Weston was 3rd. Lane Arcaro. Is that how you say that?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, he was 4th. Dalton Fleener was 5th.
The flying cleaner.
JT's kind of tore up about that one, but
yeah, that was my ride, but that's okay.
At least it's Dalton, I guess. Right?
I'm a big Dalton Fleener fan.
Yeah, at least it was Dalton.
Yeah.
What's going on, Kenny? Hi, Gloria. Glory, we seen some pictures of you dancing on the dance floor at Grant's reception.
Yeah, it's not the song I thought you'd pick.
No, absolutely not. we can't say it on here, that's for sure. Daryl Smith said Derek Grimmer started on Tele Feature and got 2nd after DQing. 5 more laps, maybe interesting. Yeah, he had a tire issue in the heat race, which put him back in the B main.
Yeah, it's more than an issue.
Yeah.
Well, it was the wrong
From what
tire.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard this. Never mind, doesn't matter. Go ahead.
And I'll explain. I didn't hear about
So what I was told, and I don't have nothing bagging this, but I was told that the letters were rubbed off of it.
too much side bite.
So I guess they must have been rolling over like a stomach again.
Yeah, rubbed the whole side of the tire off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's any truth. That's just what I was told.
But it was a tire infraction that sent him to the B main, and then he did advance to the feature. So What's going on, Shane?
But it
Glad you tuned in.
was good racing in all
No, I
classes.
thought it was really good racing.
I mean,
in my opinion,
and Brent ran away with the pure stocks, but everything else I thought was tight, good racing.
Here in the next couple of shows too, we'll have more results from other tracks. Like I said, just a lot of family stuff going on. I'm not done as much research as I typically do. Grant, what do you got going on? But let's put you on the mic for a minute. Just got married.
Yeah.
Made that big commitment.
Saturday. And then was in the hospital for a day.
Drank too much at the reception.
No.
That's what me and JT figured out.
That's what I've been telling everybody.
Probably been less painful than whatever I had. No, we're probably off the rest of this month. Finishing the house. My dad's going to Africa on a hunting trip. So
Africa.
yeah.
All the critters to hunt around here, and he's going to Africa.
Yeah, who knows?
After a gazelle.
Ain't no season in right now.
No. But yeah, he leaves
Long way to go. If I paid for a poaching fee cheaper than
yeah.
going to Africa.
He leaves Tuesday. It's one of those once in a lifetime trips.
Yeah, that's true.
So probably first weekend of June we'll be back. So then we'll get back into racing twice a weekend, all that. I think we're gonna postpone our Illinois trip due to future obligations that will be coming out on a Friday for JT and I and Peyton and some other guys. So
Gotcha.
We still plan on going though.
yeah,
this year. Just
So-
I think it's a trip you got to take.
any
That's-
super
yes.
stock modifieds, crate guys, if you want to go, we can
Unless
make a big trip.
unless we don't like you.
Yeah.
Then they can't even go.
Stassers and Chastain stay home. And Greg Gamick.
Well, Adam can come. Adam
You
can
got to tell them
yes.
get beat or
yeah.
what?
And then the other two can come if they don't bring a car.
Oh, they can go. They just can't take a car.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Anyone's welcome. We're trying to make a big convoy of it.
I got
We
you.
want
Have
the
some
Indiana
fun.
guys to look really good over there. So if one of us could win, like I don't even care which one of us, but if one of us go over and beat up on the Illinois guys,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd
And
be
it's,
awesome.
still, and it's still UMP points. So
Oh, it is? I didn't know
for-
that.
They're UMP sportsmen.
Oh, see,
They're
that's
the
even
true
better.
definition of UMP sportsmen.
I watched them on Flow the other night,
Yeah, I did.
and there's some really good cars over there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Fairbury looks really fun, but I think I'm more excited for Farmer City.
Farmer
I feel
City
like,
looks scary.
well, both the ends of the tracks are different.
Right.
Like one's just open, then the other you got a wall.
Wall.
So it's just like, I don't know.
That'd be a big.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
What's going on, Shane? Caleb said he had a 30 on.
Okay, so the letters wasn't scratched off of it. That's just
Yeah.
what they told us when
Yeah.
they came. Somebody came over to. I don't even know who it was. Somebody came over to. I don't remember who's. I think I was in Zach's pit and told me that. And I was like, really? Like if he scratched the letters off, that's pretty
Right.
I don't-
dishonest. But if he
I don't-
didn't, that's. I mean, I'm not
Well,
trying
Caleb-
to throw anything on. That's just what
Caleb
he
said he had
told
a
me.
30 on.
I don't know how you even keep track of what tires you can use in the late model.
I don't either.
I feel like there's so many different tires that it's
I
just
set by
simple.
Robbie. I think they're only allowed to run 2 of the different tires.
I don't know.
That's what
Oh.
Robbie said. Robbie,
I know there's like a 30 and 20, I think. I only know.
there's 4 different compounds and 2 different sizes, is what Robbie was explaining to me.
Yeah.
But the crates are only allowed to run like 2 of the numbers. But their numbers are way easier than ours.
Yeah, but I remember saying in the drivers meeting that I don't remember which side. I think it was almost the left side or something. That you can run any.
Yeah. I think
Late
it's the
model
right
tire.
rear.
Right side.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you say right front or right rear?
I said right side.
Oh, right side.
Either way, there was one side that it was.
I think it's
you could
left
run.
side.
Open. Huh. Well, it's interesting
Yeah.
to me. 'Cause
It
I,
may have just been a front or a back on that side. I don't know.
right.
Right.
I learned a lot talking to Robbie just about grooving and stuff. I'm always willing to listen to somebody that knows stuff about tires. You never know what you'll find out,
Learn something every day, right?
Yeah, I'd like, what to put on it. Magic sauce,
Magic sauce.
you
So I want to. This is. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to watch the Michael Rigsby and Kenny Wallace conversation thing on YouTube. It's an hour and 12 minutes, and it is well worth the hour and 12 minutes to sit there and watch that interview when Kenny interviewed Michael Rigsby.
Kenny
Because-
interviewed Michael.
Yes.
That seems backwards.
Nope. Kenny Wallace interviewed Michael
Is it
Rigsby.
Kenny, on Kenny's YouTube page?
Yes, it's on his YouTube channel.
Hmm.
So it was the discussion got brought up about the Bobby Pierce and the tire deal. Well, Kenny said that it's been brought up that tires are being purchased by Hoosier, certain individuals are soaking them, and then they don't meet the circumference needs that they need, so they return them back to Hoosier because they've not been used. And then those tires are getting put back in stock at Hoosier, and it's ending up in other drivers' hands. And Kenny said he knows that for a fact. Take it for what it's worth, but it's in that interview.
That
So it had
seems
to
like
be-
hard to believe to me.
Kenny said it was 100% accurate.
Hoosier doesn't. They don't feel it and say, "Oh, this feels sticky" or something.
They don't.
Depends on
care.
what kind of chemical they're using. You might not even know it. So you take a chunk out of it and
They
send
probably
it
don't.
off
They probably don't give you your full money back, and then probably turn around and sell it for the same price
for full
again.
price.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, it's in that. I'm telling you that interview is definitely worth watching.
As long as they're
Yeah.
getting their money, they don't care.
They get into the whole streaming aspect of stuff. Whole 9 yards. It's a good watch.
Kenny Wallace is a good one. He's because he don't care. He'll just say it.
They're just on. He's
Like-
honest.
He gets wound up.
He
Yeah.
does.
Debbie says, congratulations, Grant. Craig says, yeah, Zach did win at Lincoln Park Saturday.
I think Isaiah got second too.
Yep. Greg went over there too. I'm not sure. Craig, where did you guys finish at?
There should have been a bunch of super
I
stocks
think
there.
I think they got a wreck or something.
Yeah.
Greg was up
Did
to
he?
like top 3, I think. And they got
Logan?
involved in a wreck or taken out or something.
Logan got taken out Saturday too over there.
Where did he go? Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Shane says, laying here in bed 5 more weeks, bedridden.
Ooh.
Well, hope you get to feeling better, man. That's never a good deal. Craig says, hey now, Grant. Greg's more than welcome to go, Craig.
Yeah.
Our Hornets welcome. Shane wants to know if our Hornets
If
welcome.
they run them,
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
We're
what
gonna
costs do they run?
but if you come, it's a convoy.
Convoy. Everybody
Not-
pulls in. At the
Not
same
everybody's showing up separate.
It's going to be a 2-day show.
Grant's going to call Farmer City and say, "Hey, we got 15 cars. You got to mark a spot big enough for all of them."
We're coming in like
Aren't
a
you right?
train.
Yeah.
Convoy.
I'm gonna show up late in my helicopter. Did you see that the
Okay,
the line 9 100?
needs to stay G here.
Yeah. Now go ahead and explain.
No, the line 9 100. They flew in the checkered flag from a helicopter. Did you see
Oh,
that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They landed the helicopter right off of turn 2.
Is that how you guys are going to show up? Like your trailer's going to pull in and y'all are going to show up in a helicopter?
And it didn't work out for Davey. I don't want to chance it.
No. Gloria says, oh, no evidence of me trying to dance are out there. I haven't seen them yet. It was a beautiful wedding. I had a blast at the reception.
Oh, we could tell.
Yeah, it's the evidence is out there, Gloria. It is out there. What's going on, Kenny? Good luck on your African hunting trip.
Yeah.
Craig says we got dumped. Them guys over there race crazy.
I've never raced there. I mean, I've watched some on YouTube before, but I've
Right.
never.
I can't go, but I can make sure my car does go if they run Hornets.
There you go.
There you go. Tell Shannon to load it up and take off. Kenny says, swivel hips, Gloria. All right, let's talk a little Northern All Stars. So we're racing at Circle City Friday night, which is tomorrow, running for 10,000 to win.
Weather permitting.
Yep, CJ Rayburn Memorial, weather permitting. Do you guys? Let's play some games here. Let's figure this out. We're going to go. I seen where Tyler Erb's going. Dalton Wilson's going to be there. Josh Rice is going to be there.
RTJ.
RTJ.
It's gonna be some good cars.
Hey, let's
Is there no Lucas race or something?
No,
they're off this
no,
weekend.
because
Sorry, Grant. Jeez.
well,
Rip my head
why
off.
Why would Essex schedule a race on top of Lucas?
I'm
Northern
just
All-Stars-
here
Northern
to not get
All-Stars-
behind.
Northern All Stars only runs on off weekends of Lucas.
Just
I'm just letting you know that.
Okay. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I even spoke up.
Hey, I'm
But I don't even know if there's a World Outlaw race this weekend either.
Surely there's one of them.
I don't know.
We should have a late model race Saturday. We get some cars.
Who you picking, JT?
I wasn't paying attention. Did
No,
you say
just-
Did you say Ricky was going?
No.
Herb's going.
I'm not picking Turbo.
Herb, Josh Rice, Dalton Wilson.
Is Jason Jameson going?
I
Probably.
don't know.
That's
Probably
my
he'll
guy.
probably be there.
That's my ride or die, boys.
We're just gonna put JT down for Jason Jameson anyway
Yeah.
because
That's who I always pick. He's
I
gonna
say-
get one.
I say he'll probably be there.
if Jason Jameson was racing in California, JT was still picking to win the CJ Rayburn Memorial.
Hey, there's nobody in the world more BA than Jason Jameson.
There you go.
BA.
Never mind. Outlaws are in Ohio, Pennsylvania.
I was pretty sure, Grant. See,
You
and here
won.
I am not
Yeah,
chewing
'cause
your
Devin-
head off.
Devin
won.
Moran's racing with them.
Moran's with
Fort
Outlaws.
Outlaws.
Where are they at?
Ohio and Pennsylvania. Who you going with?
I'm gonna go with old 68 Adam Stricker. He seems to be
yeah.
on a good roll. I'm guessing he's gonna be there.
I would
I'm gonna
say.
go. I'm gonna go with Josh Rice.
I should have picked Mother Nature.
You want the field?
I'll take Ricky.
Rick, you're the field. You said he wasn't going.
I know. I got you.
You should have been listening. We said he was going.
That's dirty. I'll just still pick Jason.
Hey, he's got a bad week. Leave him.
Yeah, let me have one
I'll
win.
let you have that, I guess.
I'm kind of excited to watch him at Lawrenceburg because I think they've changed that track a little bit. And I mean, I don't know if I'm not really seeing any races so far this year, but
James, when I talked to James Essex today, he said he went over there and watched the USAC sprint race, and he said it was a really good race.
yeah,
But the new track
I know
configuration,
they
taking
took some
some of the
banking.
banking out.
Yeah,
So it's made it
well, that
10
was a
times
safety
better.
thing.
Yes.
That-
They took banking out at Circle City?
No,
Oh,
Lawrenceburg.
Lawrenceburg.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I can't keep up with you guys.
We should
Matt's
put-
talking so fast.
I ain't talking fast. All right,
I wish
JT,
they put-
who you picking at Lawrenceburg? Jason Jameson.
What is that? Is that this
yeah,
Saturday?
it's a double header.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I'll go with the 12 car.
Jason
like
Jameson
I think
again.
they're calling it like the I-74 Challenge or something like that.
Is Ricky
think-
running there?
I
Is
think
he
he's
running with them?
both.
What's it paying to win?
10,000 tomorrow night, 5,000 Saturday.
Yeah,
Pays more to win Friday than
well,
Saturday.
it's a CJ Rayburn
Memorial.
Memorial. So I don't know. That's what they always start paying the first time. So
I hate that I even speak up with Grant sitting there. My goodness.
I'm just telling you why it's more.
Shoo.
That's why Grant wanted to sit over here
I
tonight.
did.
Who you going with the Lawrenceburg?
Oh, who'd you pick?
Jason
Jason
Jameson?
Jameson.
I wouldn't even show up if I was anybody else. I knew he was coming.
Cody Mahoney.
Cody Mahoney.
Oh, underdog
I think
story.
he's going. It's kind of like an underdog and like a comeback kid put together.
All right. Well, look,
I'll go. I'm gonna
He's
go.
got the easy pick there.
that looks like I got to pick somebody else. Daryl said RTJ is not going to Lawrenceburg.
Oh, I thought he.
Oh, he saved you.
I'm going with Adam Stricker at Lawrenceburg.
Ain't that who you picked it?
I got Josh Rice. He picked Stricker.
Oh, you guys just traded.
Gilpin going? I'd say Gilpin.
Gilpin will be there.
I
He's
think
gonna
I'm
go.
going to both.
Gilpin.
That'd be cool.
He's on a roll. I feel it.
They've got that rocket way better.
And he was
Yeah.
always good in the modified Lawrence. Well, he's good in modified anywhere.
Right.
Yeah. It didn't matter where he was at. Is Gilpin versus the field.
Yeah.
Man, he was good in that. Kenny Wallace couldn't even touch him. Remember that slider he threw on like
At
3
Brownstown?
cars? Yeah.
Yes.
And it cleared it.
Cleared it.
Beautiful.
You know, with them, I'm really surprised with how much. I mean, even though with the Norlaw stores coming back now this year, but even before then, there wasn't much super racing around here unless you traveled. I'm really surprised that Gilpin them's never just thrown a crate in the late model.
We talked about
I
that
mean,
a little bit.
You go down.
It's one of those deals where, like James is even saying today. I mean, me and Devin hit on it a little bit, and me and James hit on it a little bit again today. Is that super late model racing in the 90s and early 2000s was hot around here, but that's when you had Brownstown, Twin Cities. There's a lot of Bloomington. I mean, there's a lot of other places running them.
I don't. When I was growing up, I didn't go Twin Cities. Did Twin Cities get a lot of late models?
Yeah, back in the day they did. Because see, they always ran like, especially like the Summer Nationals was at Brownstown, then Twin Cities the next night, just stuff like that. But now with a lot of tracks not running super late models, I mean, Brownstown didn't run them on a weekly basis. You go
So
to
what other
Illinois,
tracks ran them? Brownstown, North Vernon, what else?
Bloomington used to run them back in the day.
Not very often.
Not
though,
very
was it?
often, but they still raced them. Like right now, Brownstown is the only super late model track that even runs.
Shoot, even in the 70s and 80s, you had Scottsburg. You
Scottsburg.
Scottsburg is a good one, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you got Circle City. They race them quite a bit.
Not
don't they?
supers,
There's no.
just great.
There's probably what 2 or 3 super races up this year.
Yeah,
Well, that's probably what Bloomington had back in the day, 2 or 3.
yeah. But
When's the Bloomington one? It ran out.
Bloomington's
June,
having
ain't it?
supers.
the
Did it
ultimate,
run out?
the
Ran out.
ultimate, they're having the ultimate race up there.
Can't remember if it rained out or if they had it.
I think they rescheduled it, didn't they?
It's just hard to
Yeah.
get. I think it's hard for a track to run them and not know if you'll get enough cars.
That's
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened to modifieds.
Right. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But like all your Illinois tracks, they never quit running them. Your
Well, they
Fairburns,
never
Farmer
started
Cities,
slacking off on cars, though.
right?
You
I'm
know,
just saying.
even when the bigger series took off, it seemed like Illinois still had big car counts.
Right.
Yeah.
Indiana has transitioned from, back then was a stock car late model state to now transfer to
It's a sprint car state.
sprint. Yeah, but
Which
you look at the
sucks.
tracks that were all built,
Boo.
but transformed more
Yeah, Indiana-
for sprint cars.
Indiana technically is a sprint car state.
I think it's north and south. I think you get Bloomington up's sprint cars, but everything south's late models.
If Brownstown ran sprint cars weekly, I bet they'd have at least 20, 25 sprint cars a week.
I hope they don't do that.
I'm just saying, like, I've never seen a bad sprint car mix at Brownstown,
Um,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Brady Short. He was my sprint car guy back in the day.
is Shannon in here, Shane? Might have been. He might have missed a comment.
Whoa.
I missed his comment if he did. Craig's picking RTJ for the win. Handyman's here. Look out, boys. He's probably got some wiring or something going on while he's watching this show. He'll be posting pictures about it later. Craig says the win is the deal in Illinois. They were technically
We were planning on July 12th and 13th, but we are going to reschedule because
right.
an obligation came up that we're going to do that instead.
We're all involved in
Yeah.
So
sort of kind of.
this is kind of weird because Aaron says JT Fairbury is now up in the air, have to pull motor and don't know when they'll put it back in. Well, they just canceled.
We're going
Fairbury
to
trip anyway.
postpone.
Postpone it. Sorry, postponed it.
Yeah, so you get a little extra.
So yeah,
extra
you're
time.
good, Aaron, because they just postponed it earlier in the show.
We're trying to find a weekend that works for super stocks and crates, and possibly pure stocks.
And modifieds.
And yeah, so there's no way we're probably gonna get all these in,
No.
but we're gonna try. We're definitely want to try at least get super stocks and crates and pure stocks, hopefully.
Matt Weston says bad luck always struck Gilpin at Bloomington and the Berg. It did strike him a lot. Craig Cooper says Florence. Florence is one of the. I don't know.
I know
Florence
we're
is-
saying Southern Indiana doesn't have a lot of late models, but I think you got to go like if you take a 150-mile radius or diameter, you
It's
hit
a-
a lot
yeah.
of late model tracks
It's
that
a huge-
include Brownstown.
It's a U shape. So right, so you come down through Illinois, through Southern Indiana, Northern Kentucky, and then up in Ohio.
Right.
You got
Uh,
Comic and all them.
Well, Brownstown's part of that too, though. I
That's
think.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
that's
but when you only pay
Southern
two,
Indiana and Northern Kentucky.
Right.
when you're only
yeah.
paying $2,000 to win for supers, you're not going to get the dudes from Illinois, Kentucky, and Ohio to travel to Brownstown
Right.
unless they're
I'm-
within an hour.
Mark my word, and I'm
My
going to say,
opinion.
I'm going to say it right here in episode 78. Mark my word, that regional dirt late model racing in the next year or two is going to take completely over.
Yeah, you're going to have people just jumping from.
I mean,
you
if
don't have
you think about
mainstays
it,
in the big series.
you've got super late model guys right now are making. I don't want to say making, but there's more money up for grabs than there's ever been. Right.
More money and less cars
Right. But the
because it
travel,
costs so much.
travel, and all of that.
Yeah.
You look at the Hunt the Front series, their farthest racetrack they travel to from their home area is 5 hours. If you think about
Where's their home area at?
Panhandle, Florida.
They're from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they go farthest they go is like southern Tennessee into the Carolinas and that area. So they said that their farthest drive is 5 hours. Well, that's a one night deal
Right.
for some of these race teams. I mean, the races are
You can
drive
5 hours is doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the expense necessarily is not there of having to go from Florida to Ohio over to Missouri back up to Wisconsin,
Right.
So I think if a lot of these regional touring series stay within 5 hours, 4 hours of the house of that core area, wherever they started at, like
and paying what they're paying.
paying what they're paying. I mean, if they're racing for 5,000 on Friday night and some of them are 15,000 on Saturday at the same track. So it's $20,000 a weekend. And the points is paying
It just
50,000.
the line's blurred now, where it used to be very definite. There's local, regional, and national, and now regional and local are kind of mixed.
Yeah.
Because local back then. I mean, John Gill. Would you call John Gill a regional guy?
Regional driver,
Okay. Jim Curry.
regional.
Okay, but they were at Brownstown a lot.
But Brownstown had a lot of good races back then.
They got a lot of super races now.
That's the only thing. That's the only time they run supers. It's the big races, other than the one or
Yeah,
two.
but
random shows.
it's like last year there was a lot more crates than supers,
Yeah.
and now it's almost 50-50.
Yeah.
But you still don't have as many local guys. I mean, back then you had guys like Scott Bloomquist that come up a long way, but you had John Gill from Mitchell, you had Jim Curry from Brownstown, you had Steve Barnett from Franklin.
Oh, I definitely agree that there's not like there's not as cars.
If you
there used
take
to be.
Brownstown and do like 100 miles, there was probably 40 guys racing late models.
Correct, and we don't have that now.
Yeah, that's what's changed.
Yes.
But it also don't cost thousands of dollars.
Right.
Either.
And also then
And the pay's about the same.
there wasn't 20 classes.
Yeah.
No.
You had 3 classes
Correct.
to choose from, really.
Yeah.
You had late models, they called them some kind of super stock. They wasn't called that.
Street stock.
Street stock, and then kind of a modify.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't like Hornets and pure stocks and
bombers.
of course.
Bombers used to be bombers.
bomber. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, a lot of those classes of,
And bombers used to be like true bombers where you just pull it
Yeah.
out of the.
right. Well,
The
late
leads
model
and
used to
go.
be a super stock
Well, yeah.
with a big tire.
Right.
That's why I say the super stocks now are like the old school late models, just, like I said, different tire.
Right. But I miss when there was, not only was there so many guys close, but they were good guys. Mike Jewell and John Gill.
Right.
And all. I mean, there's that many good guys that could win
That's
across
really-
the country here.
That's really technically a rabbit hole that you could go down and
Well, it's sad to me because I grew up watching those guys,
right.
and I grew up thinking, man, the best race car drivers in the world are right in my backyard.
What year was you born?
95.
That was a good age.
I caught John Gill and Mike Jewell. at the end,
95, like 95 to 2005.
and Barnett. I caught
Those
those
were good
guys.
years.
But now,
And even at that time, you had like kind of like Stewart. He came back and ran some
right,
too.
yeah. But now, if it's not a guy, so the only national guy we got from around here now is Hudson. Really?
Nationally, yeah.
If you're going to send,
An RTJ.
he's not. I mean,
I'm
I
just saying.
love him, and he said
But
he's
you're-
not from here.
Roots. You're talking roots.
Roots, yeah. Yeah. And I'm
Born-
glad that he
born and
thinks
raised.
Indiana's awesome, and I'm glad he loves it. And I hope he stays, but he's not a true Hoosier.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes when they announce them, they'll say, RTJ
From way of
from
Yeah.
Arizona, way of Iowa, way
Yeah.
of Martinsville. and
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's awesome. that
But
he
I
calls
think
him
that's what he
Indiana.
did for his racing career, and obviously now it's worked out for him.
That's what everybody used to do.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon moved here. Kyle Larson moved
You can
here.
afford it.
Right. But they came here to race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can afford to do it.
Right.
sprint cars.
Yeah, but I just gave you a list of Hall of Fame late model guys.
I know. I'm just
How
giving
many
you-
guys
I'm
in the
giving
Hall
you
of Fame
our
are from Southern Indiana? Kenny Simpson, John Gill, Mike Jewell. I mean, you go through a big
Jim
list.
Curry.
Steve
From
Barnett,
Brownstown.
Ira Bastion. I mean, this is the
It's hard
guy.
to just say local though when you have that. Because they went down to Kentucky and
because they could win.
yeah, that's one. Yeah, so it's hard
The best guys in the world were from here, and now I
Yeah.
just don't feel like that's the same anymore because they've just,
No, you just don't have that anymore.
Scott Bloomquist came up here to race with the best.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you don't say that anymore. If this was 20 years ago, this isn't where he'd pick now.
Right. Daryl Smith says Union County. They did have a track in Union County. May 31st at Bloomington for Kenny.
Is that the super?
Yes,
Yep,
that's the
supers.
Gotcha.
the ultimate.
And Daniel's
Part of
right.
America.
I mean, Tri-State
Man,
used to run them
that's
too. Tri-State used to have a lot of late model races.
Tri-State was on the Summer Nationals
Yep.
for a while.
The Summer Nationals used to be a big deal.
Used to be. Kenny Humphrey is claiming that Indiana is technically a Crown Vic state.
Crown
Wow.
Vics are taking over.
They are taking over.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to Michael and Brandon Kramer as well. I seen they were stirring some feathers on a Crown Vic group saying that they were cheating and all that. So just want to give them a
Yeah.
shout
At least our
Yeah.
Crown Vic guys are still the best
Yeah.
in the world.
Right.
Yeah, these guys were pissed off because they went to this track one or two times and won both
I think
times.
it's
Right.
Florence, wasn't it?
No, it
Was
was
it
was
Richmond?
Somewhere.
Rock
Kentucky.
Castle.
Oh,
Rock
Rock
Castle.
Castle.
Yeah.
I think it was Rock Castle.
I think we can go to Rock Castle.
I don't know where that's at.
It's a little ways
Kentucky.
away.
Kentucky.
No.
Hey, Kramer, Michael and Brandon are good. I
Yeah.
don't care what anybody says, they're good.
Yeah. And really, they're both. Brandon's okay, but Michael's really not.
Yeah.
Brandon's okay.
I think he's got a thing for dads.
Yeah, it could be.
Dads are just nicer to me because I'm the kids that they always wanted.
Yeah, is that what it is?
That's what Kenny told me.
Okay. Shane did say he was watching. I just want to make sure I didn't miss his comment. William says, I just want to go racing. Are you not racing out there now or what?
He raced last week. He
He
flipped
got
that
his
guy.
He got his door taken off.
I think he says he's racing
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow on Facebook.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Craig says you can't run a super late for 2,000. It's hard. If that's all you're
No.
going to run, it's almost impossible.
I guarantee that Gilpin barely broke even traveling a mile down the road.
Well, he won two. That's what me and Devin talked about in the hot pit yesterday. He won 2,000 Saturday night, finished 8th in Iron Bastion, and made 1,600.
Yeah.
So, Craig says James Essex has the best still going for weekend super guys. He does. It's a pretty sweet deal. And make sure everybody, if you're watching, if you haven't watched the hot pit episode with James today too, that I did, just posted at 7:00. There's a lot of good information in there too. And I love talking to James. I love listening to James. He's just one of those type of guys where you just the stories, the memories, the stuff he's got going on, and all that stuff. I just pretty much just gave him the mic and said, "Run with it."
When he went to the National Hall of Fame, did he go in as an announcer?
Yes.
He should really go back in again as a promoter.
Yeah, I think it was an
Honestly,
first
I don't know if that's possible, but and I don't know how they do that. But
Double inductee.
Yeah, he's just as good as a promoter as he is announcer.
Kenny said my late model was a front clip car.
And he still got 2 of them.
Yeah. That was actually brought up today too in the hot pit with James about front clip late models. Mr. Stalker has joined us. The MVP was not MVP material tonight.
Go figure.
You're gonna lose your contract there, bud.
I even brought you cookies and you're not even
you
here.
didn't even show up.
I'll eat it for you.
Matthew says that if you couldn't make up your mind what class you run them all like Dad did, all two. Oh, Ray, he would haul 2 or 3 classes or cars a night to the track. He was racing something.
Right. He's still going at it.
He's still going at it.
And you know what? I think he has more fun than anybody there.
Yep, you're probably right. Craig says that's right. He's not a Hoosier.
Is that about RTJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that in a bad way.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know
I really do like Ricky. He's one of my favorite
We're
guys.
just talking about like born and raised.
born and raised.
Right.
California kids move here to run open wheel.
They do.
Craig Cooper says Jim Curry said if you can win at Brownstown, you can win anywhere. I've always believed that.
I thought that. Yeah, that's what I grew up on.
That's how it was back in the day.
I went down with Tommy East one weekend. He went to Richmond to run. And Bartley Grant, who builds the Rainmaker race cars, they, after their feature, came back off and Bartley asked Tommy, he's like, did you think that was slick, the track? And Tommy's like, no. And like, it didn't really look slick at all.
Right.
He's like, he goes, I could barely even touch the pedal going out there. And Tommy's like, no, I felt just like qualifying at Brownstown.
Right.
He's like, man. He goes, I'm gonna have to come up to Brownstown and see what slick is.
Used to heavier track.
It's different.
Caleb said, did Illinois change your crate rules? I thought they were all UMP.
There's some kind of shock rule that Zach said about Illinois, but I can't remember what it.
We'll have to check into that and see.
Yeah, we got to do some digging.
Jared said, if you don't pick here, where would you go to be among the best in the country?
I really think Illinois probably got
Super late model. I would say Illinois.
you know.
Yeah, it depends on the class.
Yeah, I said all that about Brownstown or about Southern Indiana a while ago, but Brownstown had 18 supers.
Yeah.
So, and I think I don't think there was any crates in that. Maybe 1 or 2.
I don't think so. I don't think they were allowed to run crates if the
Because they had
supers were
crates.
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think the crates had to run with the crates.
And there was, I guess Adam Stricker was the only one probably not from Indiana.
And Adam was there because Atomic rained out. That's where he was going until Atomic rained out.
So, yeah, and I'm not. I said I hope the Indiana Superstar late models take off again, but it's not what it was.
No.
And until the pay goes up at any track, not just Brownstown, but any track that runs them, till the pay goes up, it's not going to get any better.
But Brownstown does have more money super late model races this year than they've had in the past 5.
Yeah.
I think they're headed the right direction, try to build it again.
Right.
You know, it's just I don't think you'll ever see 10 of the best in the country
You know how
from
much
this area.
I'm
again.
curious to see on Jack's 100 week and how many cars that brings in with the flow racing night
It's
being
80
scheduled for that week.
JT
I'm
and I
so
talked about
excited.
it. Yeah, we talked about it before the show. It was 80,000.
80,000 total.
80,000 total was up for grabs.
There you go.
If you won all 3 nights, you'd walk home with 80,000.
80,000.
Are you racing both nights?
I don't know. I kind of thought maybe about trying to camp or something and just hang out with my buddies.
Do both.
I might race one night. It costs so much to get in the pits, bud.
I'm sure there's gonna be a weekend pass or something.
Yeah, I bet that'll be.
You know what you do?
I can't
200
afford
bucks.
to.
You know what you do, JT?
Don't leave out for the week.
You drive that other red car that weekend,
It's not red no more. Tell us a little bit about the 98 car, Grant.
or whatever color it is. What color is it? White?
No,
It's
Are
kind
they
of
both
like
white? No.
it's black.
it's black, but basically just opposite colors of my 96 car.
It actually looks better than the 96 car.
So you need to race that weekend.
I've been so excited to race that for a year, and Grant won't get it together. He's too worried about the 96 car. Like that's
Well,
priority.
last year we only had one motor, so we can't do both.
Right. I am excited though. I got to drive the red and white. It was 98, I think, when I drove it, wasn't it?
I've already told you when we get both
98.
the very first time both cars go to the track, that you'll be in the other car.
Jackson 100 weekend.
It'll probably be before that.
It's really cool to drive a Simpson car.
It's just hard.
neat.
It's expensive.
I couldn't
Like,
imagine having
yeah.
that pressure every week, trying to live up to the Simpson name.
I just go in and hope I remember how to turn left.
I understand that. I
Nifla said Tri-State used to have a 100-lap late model race and race them every Sunday night with wing sprints.
Wing sprints used to be big too, but Bloomington don't even have a wing sprint show. The 305s, I don't know if you count that or not.
Well, they got their new Maverick series this year.
Are they gonna run wing
Yeah,
sprints?
they're
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
thought
run
you,
it there
I thought you were
tomorrow.
sponsoring it.
No,
Yeah.
you can
The
see me
Maverick.
sponsor no sprint car show.
Yeah, they're
think-
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think tomorrow that's for
Yeah,
their first race up there.
they'll be rained out.
410 wing cars.
Yeah,
Really? I
the
thought that they didn't like the
Spikers-
fence there or something.
Spiker and that Honest Abe Roofing dude. I can't remember his name. Kevin Newton, I think it is. They've started this new 410. Like it's like a regional. It's like the Northern All Stars. It's
When's
a regional.
the last time a wing sprint car was at Bloomington?
Besides like 305,
Yeah. Do you know?
the
Oh,
last
wow.
World of Outlaw race,
Yeah.
when they said they wouldn't come back until the safety was better
Right.
because it was a little sketchy. But now with the new track configuration,
I think with them 305s,
that
the
USAC race last Friday was pretty good.
I like watching a wingless race better just because of the way they set the car, but there's just something about the way a wing sprint car looks.
No, they're just
Yeah.
fast.
They're just so intimidating. Just looking at them sitting there,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, I bet that thing's fast.
But I think they're going to draw. I think they'll draw a good crowd. They ran them at Terre Haute a couple weeks back.
A wing sprint car? At Terre
Yeah,
Haute?
that series. Yep.
Man, they had to be flying
They
around
had,
that place.
Like Rico Abreu was there. Jacob Allen. There's some other bigger guys there.
How fast does a wing car go at Bloomington or Terre Haute?
Oh, I don't know. I know they can get around Bloomington in like 9 seconds, somewhere around there. So I think that's what it was.
That's fast.
Daryl said Rock Castle's in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Williams said the Kramers are awesome guys. Michael Kramer answers all my questions when I hit him up. They are good guys for sure. Craig Cooper says, yes, Grant, you're right. Oh, Craig, don't say that.
About what? Everything?
No, that's not what he means.
I
It had to be one
think
thing. It had to be one thing you said.
I
not
think
everything.
I think he's talking about when I said as long as the pay doesn't go up super
Yeah.
late model race around here, it's not going to change.
Caleb said non-canister is UMP rule. Zach says I'm on a diet. I can't eat those.
Seafood diet.
Caleb said there was a couple crates in that race.
There was I thought, well, B. Shelley, I remember Mark being out there.
So
Maybe there
but
was.
you had to run in one of the other classes though, right? You couldn't run them both.
Yeah, I don't think you
Yeah,
could run
you
them
could
both.
run them both.
I got you.
I was thinking that if you had a crate, you had to run the crates.
Yeah.
But,
You could sign up for supers, but you couldn't run
Yeah.
with them and the crates. Maverick Super Stocks and Crown Vics at Bloomington tomorrow night, weather permitting. First time wing sprints. Their nearest track was great last Friday.
If you're a Crown Vic guy, and you
Where's
got
it came
nothing
from?
going on, go out there and do that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I only had 5 last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can tell you by that dude, the dude that runs it, if you don't show up the car numbers,
You ain't coming back.
you ain't gonna, which actually, never mind, it makes no sense because Superstocks had the second highest car number behind sprint cars, and they only have 4 races there this year instead of.
But I'm
11.
just saying though, because the Crown Vics have talked about going to Bloomington. For a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time.
Mhm.
And then there was only 5 that showed up. So Bloomington needs the support too.
You guys want to see a Crown Vic race at the Thunder Valley? That was the best Crown Vic racing of the year 2 years ago, man. 20 of them out there just beating and banging. Oh, it's awesome.
I will say though, Bloomington, I don't know if they I think we were talking about someone heard that they changed the track back a little bit or something, the top. But that last Friday night, it kind of looked more back towards the prime Bloomington.
Right.
It was good racing all around.
When we were there, it was too wet for him to get a good base.
Matthew Weston says the Scott Patman Memorial might as well be that weekend as well.
Not Jackson 100.
I'll do it.
weekend.
Let's do it, Matt.
That Thursday. They
Scott-
could do it that Thursday.
Yeah, let's do it that
Yeah,
Thursday.
let's just pick a Thursday to have the biggest Superstock race of the year.
Yeah, let's do
Nobody
it.
gotta work Friday.
Let's just do it Saturday night. Let's just add the Scott
It's the
Patman.
Catalina wine mixer.
Man,
That's a good idea.
they're making
Matt.
it really hard to keep it PG.
Kenny says it's coming, JT. I have to get back then it's coming.
Kenny, I've never blamed you once. I know.
Yeah, it's not
I
you.
know whose
100%.
fault it is.
Not mine.
Grant said Greg was driving it.
100%.
It's a-
yours, Grant.
Save money. Joe Biden. That's who we're blaming on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT, I owe you a good night in the 96. LOL.
It was just an honor to wheel it the one night.
Kenny
My
Clark,
dad still talks about it.
Kenny Clark says $5,000 to win tomorrow night.
For
For the Crown Vics? I'm just kidding, Kenny.
That'd be cool.
For the sprint cars. Scotty Keene says, great show, guys. We appreciate it, Scotty.
You don't
Just
have
try-
to lie to us.
We
Scotty,
just try
but
to have
that's nice.
fun and enjoy talking about racing.
he's is he the announcer at Circle City? Scotty King.
That sounds like a really good announcer name.
It does.
I think he has something to do with Circle City.
Scotty, you got something to do with Circle
He's
City?
got to have something to do with something with a name like that.
Grant's all about it. He's our
Well, I have him on Facebook. I see him posting stuff all the
Oh.
time.
Niffle said you should see them in Knoxville. I guarantee they fly at Knoxville.
That's got to be wild to see in person. I watched him. What's that little bitty track? Houston's.
Houston.
Yeah.
Holy cow! They
Some,
freaking rip around
yeah.
that place,
Yeah.
don't they?
Have you seen the late model race up there?
They have a
It's-
late model race on that thing.
Yeah,
Sure they have it this year,
they
don't
did.
they? It's like a big,
They did have
it's like
one.
a
They did
big
last year.
2-day show.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
got to be awesome.
Yeah.
That place is neat. Where's
I'm,
that at?
I'm pretty sure they had the.
Iowa. I think
Iowa?
I'm
That's
pretty
too
sure
far.
it was like
Yeah.
Lucas Oil and the World Outlaw sprint cars on the same weekend.
That'd be neat.
That's in Iowa.
I think it's in Iowa.
I thought it was in like South Dakota.
Maybe
Oh,
it is
you
South
mean,
Dakota.
you mean South Dakota?
South Dakota.
Because they're talking about how it's Donnie Schatz's home track.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
from.
it is in South Dakota.
No, you mean South Dakota.
South Dakota. All right, glorious
Just
speak.
south of North Dakota.
Glorious speak. We'll get you in the 98, JT. Promise. Fred and I ran the 98 and 99 cars and USAC dirt and pavement. Fred called the 99 our opportunity car. We used to put qualified drivers who need a ride in it. I'm trying to keep up the tradition with the 98.
Whoa, what's his qualified?
Qualified?
We're gonna need a resume.
Yeah.
I can type it up.
Type up a resume, JT.
I would type it up, but I'm afraid they'd kick you out of the 96 and put you in the 98.
Whatever.
Chad said he saved you at Thunder Valley.
Yeah, I was I was driving like I thought I knew what I was doing, spun out, and he hit me in the front, straightened it right up.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, he wasn't even mad. He's really cool about it. Yeah. He's actually done that twice for me.
So that's
But-
just being a nice guy.
I'm gonna tell you something that really bothers me, and I'm gonna have the
Tell us.
opportunity really soon. So I had a Crown Vic I ran it 3 years?
Yeah.
And I raced 2 different events with my buddy Peyton Walker, and we've never been on the racetrack at the same time together.
Yeah.
Not one time.
Did you always make the show and he did it?
Usually the other way around.
Well,
I was trying to lift your spirits since you've had a bad week.
one time it was
I don't
not
have
his
any.
fault.
I don't have any
but
spirits right now.
My goal, and I'm working on. I've got a pure stock opportunity for Stearns Motorsports.
There you go.
So if Peyton gets his car together, once he gets his car together,
There you go.
we're gonna be out there freaking shaking and baking,
And the
baby.
pure
Have they
stock.
ran that at all this year yet?
We don't know.
We're in the process. Don't even get on my case. We ain't seen the 98 car. I'm trying
I'm
to get the
asking
222
you.
ready.
I'm asking you.
We fired
I
it
can't
up for the
remember.
first time this week, but we ran into some steering problems. So
Was
we got to
always-
get those addressed.
I will say that was always a good looking car.
Well, that's a Club 92 body.
Good job, dude.
Telling me good job.
Yeah.
His dad did it.
Are you making that you being a jerk? I just can't see it.
I'm saying good job.
Well, Club 92 Race Cars does a really good job on bodies, and Joe Knows Dirt does I want a picture of us, and what'll happen is we'll go out there. We'll draw 2 different heat races. One of us will break or something, and we won't get to. But
See if you both can carry the American flag.
There you go.
Be a cool thing.
It's a big honor to carry the American flag, but holy cow, the pressure of not dropping that thing.
Yeah.
Do it on Hall of Fame night at Thunder Valley.
Oh, that'd be cool. Do you care if I run at Thunder Valley with you?
Well, I don't care.
It's just I want to race with Peyton so bad. I've
He
got to race
basically-
with Zach. I've got to race with Grant and Chris.
He basically just asked you, is it all right if I come there and beat you?
Or wreck me.
Wreck you, probably.
Only if it's for the win. I wouldn't do it for
It's
second.
all right.
He said that Scotty is the Trent said that Scotty is the announcer.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Thanks for
Scotty
the info,
Keene with the
Trent.
mic.
From his Facebook page, it seems like he pretty good on announcing.
See what happened to Hines. That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, Mickey, yeah.
Yes.
He's okay though.
Yeah.
How about it
Thank
hurt the
God.
car?
All I know is that he called Vern asking for some shocks. So I guess he might have another one or something. Or he tried to. I don't know if he tried to fix that one, but
I hate it for him too because he had a fast car.
yeah. Mickey's been a guy that's ran that around here for a long time.
Yes.
But they used to have 2. Remember when they had 2 cars that were both white and red?
Yep.
What did Mark drive the other one?
I think
Hines?
Mark drive the other one.
They were the guys to beat.
Make sure to beat him, Peyton. Per Zach Stalk.
Yeah.
Shannon said Club 92 has come a long way since trying to mount the nose on the original TSR.
Yeah. Listen, that was the only nose I had. And I was trying to get that thing together. And I tell you what, I got that car from him. And I told him when I bought it, because he told me not to tell how much I gave for it, but he cut me a really good break. They had that thing posted for $5 and I didn't pay near that for it. So
You just had to do what you had to do, right? With the nose you had.
yeah, but I wouldn't even have had a car if he wouldn't help me out. I didn't have that kind of money.
Right.
And Shannon helped me out. And I think somebody else owned it, but I wouldn't pick it up. I got to go to Shannon's house, and my uncle used to race with Shannon's dad, Don, right? Don Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when second, third generations,
Help each other out.
like me and old Dummy and Dummy over
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
Now we're dummies.
I,
I think
I'm not.
you.
I'm just a
he
first,
knows
I'm a
second
first-
generation.
I'm a first generation media guy,
His racing career didn't last very long.
but I went out on top, didn't I?
Hey, but your virtual racing career is pretty good.
It means the top of the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to go on the top to get off.
No, I bumped into his grandpa one time down there, and his grandpa was so pissed off that he was ready to throw everybody off the grounds because he got spun. And I'm the one that spun him, but I hit him again trying to straighten him back out.
That sounds
that just-
familiar.
I just overdone it. Like he was like pissed, like to no end.
I thought everybody was gonna freaking rip my head off when I was on top of Owen.
Well, yeah,
So now you know what it's like, huh?
that's you beating up on a little kid, though.
I was a little kid
I was
too.
beating up on your grandpa.
Yeah, y'all don't think you could take him? He
No.
gets a couple beers in him. He's
No,
like
he was-
Popeye.
Yeah, he was ready to go. He was ready to go. Everybody was leaving. He was throwing everybody out. Yeah. No, don't even bring that up, Jeremy. We're not even talking about that. That was a fast car, though.
Yeah, he came back in after Chevy gets and blew the stickers off of it.
Yeah, it did. He did
And
too.
that's when he quit. That
He
was
did.
enough of that.
I put her for sale the next day.
What was that thing?
It didn't scare me. It was just the fact that I was like, "There's no way."
Was that a Saturn or what was
Uh,
that? It was a Dodge, wasn't it?
Dodge, Omni or Dodge.
It was
I don't even
something
remember.
weird.
I bought it off Curtis Kaiser. Yeah, it was a dandy.
Battery set right beside you.
Yeah, had duct tape numbers on it. It's probably the most unsafe
Hey,
car there.
you guys all see Finley over there trying to start his car. He's over wiring it in the driver's seat, playing with wires.
Was he?
Man, I love Anthony Finley.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. That
But
whole-
he sent me a snap. Was you guys on the snap of the car? And he was making a remark about the only place that was damaged on his car was where the flag to flag media sticker
Right,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
but the whole car was really damaged, actually. So
It's
I
got
don't
a
know
lot-
what he's
it's got-
talking about.
It's got quite a few scuff
But
marks on
man,
it.
there's nobody funnier in the pits than Anthony Finley is.
Bachelor says, Payne, don't let him on the outside. He'll just try to pinch you down.
That'd be all right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know about all that.
We'll just take each other into the wall. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Right?
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, I don't own that one. So
No, shoot.
Dalton, when I raced with Dalton one time, he ran in the back of the car before we even made it out on the track. I was sitting line up shooting. He hit me hard. It wasn't
Did
even a bump. He hit me hard, and my head went forward, and I was like, "That was Dalton."
You just know who it is.
Oh
right?
yeah, Dalton. He's awesome. We got a good group around here, except for Grant.
The other update I will throw out there is I know it's going around social media, but the grandstands are almost completely done at Thunder Valley. Ryan's got a safety team, like we mentioned earlier. I did talk to Ryan today about the schedule because I was kind of curious when the schedule was coming out. There's like 1 or 2 dates that he's waiting on the fair board to finalize to make sure it's okay, and then the schedule will be coming out. So
Do you
it
think
could potentially be tomorrow or Saturday, hopefully.
you think he will just go off of Brownstown's rules for this year?
I think
I would
so.
assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I talked to him before, this is like whenever he first got the track, and we were just kind of talking back and forth, but he doesn't want to interrupt anything
Yeah.
because if you guys are running obviously Brownstown rules,
Right.
he wants to keep it that way so you can run both places.
Right.
So,
I like that.
especially only being 20 minutes down the road from each other.
Right.
You're kind of crazy not to run the same rules.
I hope he does allow the other tires though on the pure stock.
The Hoosiers. You want to go to Hoosiers? Really? A
Dad,
lot more work.
Dad wants to.
Yeah, and the radials, you only have to buy one of them for the whole year.
Yeah, unless you pop one.
Bud with like 4 or 5
Yeah.
last year.
Elizabeth said the Finleys are listening.
Good.
I miss Anthony being on here. I don't know.
Working on Princess.
He said that one time that were making fun of him, giving him a hard time. And I ain't seen him back since. Now, he listens, but I miss Anthony commenting on here. He was our buddy. At least we give him a hard time.
Right.
But anyway, that's the news that I have for tonight. Make sure you get out and support your local track wherever it is, weather permitting this weekend, because that's what it's all about, is getting fans in the stands. And yeah. JT, you racing this weekend?
Saturday, I think
night,
it
right?
in. Yeah. Yeah. I did want to, my late breaking news this week was that I've got a couple of Salem Speedway rides me and Zach do that have been offered, and we're talking about trying to figure out what we want to do. And
I got you.
the thing we're running into is we hate to tear. So like if we tear a car up, it's okay if we have to buy a couple parts to fix it, but if you tear one up there, it's usually not just a couple parts.
Right.
And we can't afford to buy a whole car. So we're trying to weigh
Work
out
out
our
the
risk.
details.
Yeah. And I'm very grateful because people came out of woodwork and offered us some cars. I
Right.
got 3 different opportunities. So
Yeah. Hopefully it all works
we're gonna
out.
figure it out. But we're hoping to try to run the Halloween race. And I'm tired of borrowing radios. So to buy the radios that we need is like $800. So we're trying to figure that out too, and that's just for the base. Like that's for a crew chief, the driver, and the spotter. That's
Right.
it. It's $800.
Yeah. It ain't cheap.
No, but
Probably
you have
not
to have
cheap.
a spotter up there.
Yes.
You can't not have one. So we're out weighing those. Kyle, you need to get a hold of Matt. So
Yeah, get a hold of me. I'll get this. He tried to hook up a couple weeks ago at Brownstown, but I was with Logan, so I didn't go to Brownstown. But we'll get
it to you. We
going
haven't
toward-
got rid of it. I
No,
promise.
It's still sitting right here.
It's yours. So
Still sitting right here in the studio.
with the Jack Baldwin's door.
I will tell you this though, Kyle. If it's in here much longer, I'm not sure what the law on it is, but
You want to hang this one up till I get my shop done, so I don't get.
I'm thinking about
You can use it for now.
I can. Yeah, I'll
Once
just
you
leave it
hang
right
it-
there.
Once you hang it up, it doesn't come down.
But
Oh, I'll take
possession's
it.
9/10 of the law, and that thing has been in here for about a month. So I have to talk to my son and see what the law is on that.
Also, one day when
I ain't too busy, Kyle. Next week, especially next week, I can always bring it by your house after work.
if that Kenny Jr. door ever comes up for sale, I'm first guy online for that. Okay.
Oh,
Kyle says I haven't paid for it, so you can pay me, Kyle.
so
You can pay Flag to Flag Media. He says he's got a great attorney. All right. Well, that's all I got for tonight. You guys got anything else for tonight?
Nope.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for the support. Thank you for watching every week. I will be back at the track this coming weekend, weather permitting. Finally, yeah. Grant, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so. Not really.
All right.
Can you give us a sales report of the fire suits and hats? And
I haven't really been that dedicated to it. I've been doing a lot.
you got married, so
Yeah. Got planning a wedding, remodeling the house, planning a wedding.
spending money,
Drinking too much, been in the hospital.
No,
trying to keep Glory out of jail.
spending a lot of money. So, but no, I'll get back at it. I'm still doing racing suits, gloves, shoes.
Hats,
I got some other stuff.
window stickers,
Rugs. I'll post a
Yeah.
picture of my rug tonight.
koozies.
Yeah, yeah.
I know more about your products than you do.
I've got so many, dude. That's like,
JT, you think you can put that rug over in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. We're going to show this rug
You
off.
want me to keep my
There's
clothes on?
35 viewers in here. We're going to show this
I can
rug.
walk out and that'd be the only thing I have on.
Do
that
it.
rug.
Do it. We're going to show this rug off. This is a nice rug. That's a nice rug.
crack kills.
What about this?
No, that'll work. Check his rug out. That's a nice rug.
There you go.
That's a nice rug.
Where you gonna put that at? Just leave it right there.
Just leave it right there. Yeah.
That is a.
Enough you put
What
it.
did I tell you that was? A 3x5?
That's a 3x5. Yeah. Yours is what? 4x6?
4x6.
Yeah. They're huge.
Yeah, I made mine
It
this
take
like,
two people to hold them up.
yeah. I made mine so it'd fit in between my ramp overs and my trailer.
Yeah.
So just another way to put the sponsors out there.
What'd you say? Where am I going to put it?
I didn't know if he was gonna put it like as a door stay, like a
Look,
rug stand
JT
you walk in the house.
JT's already got it.
Right.
there.
All right with that.
Yeah. I don't know if Wi-Fi.
I wanted to break it in.
JT broke it in. It's
Now
dirty.
see how well it vacs, so we can give a report on
Yeah.
that.
We need to vacuum it. I'll get on one. I'll get custodial in here to vacuum the rugs. All right. Well, we will see you all next Thursday night. So, as JT always says, we will see you in the next flag flies.
Stay frosty.